Hello, back in some
Hello.
mapping today. Turn the overlay off.
What are they? Aggro sign pad, but I can't see anything really.
Back on the
Really
map.
small. You wanted a steam locomotive.
Oh yeah, you found one. Well, I don't know if I'm going to do the railway yet.
The picture's not very good quality, but
Does the model look alright?
It's a smart looking train, though.
Oh, that's good.
Let's download it and have a look in GE. See what she look like.
Wonder what it would look like.
Because I would like to put a steam train on mine. Well, say mine, you know, me update.
Thornton already has a steam train.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but does it look this spankly good?
I don't know. Oh, I haven't played Thornton in ages. Absolutely ages. You've never played it at all?
No, that's why I got it. Yeah, I've got Thornton, Chellington, and Nathan's. What's it one? Something like Kendall.
Kendall, yeah.
But yeah, it's not got seasons on it though, so I'd have to add that myself to play on it.
Oh dear.
Because I can't be doing a play match without seasons on. Right, let's have a look at this steam locomotive, shall we? See what she's like. So I'll say the best one I've seen so far is what he used for Shamrock.
Is it?
So,
it's probably
steam train on Shamrock.
Similar, if not the same one he used on Thornton. Model might be updated. I don't know.
Right, let's have a little look then. Extract here.
I think I might just continue this road on a bit more. And get the right windows open. Terrain editing.
Oh, that's a pretty nifty little model, that. It's not awesome. There's some weird sort of texture thing going on.
It looks alright.
It's like the specular or something sort of. Yeah, that needs like reskinning really. It might be worth taking in Blender and having a go at that.
Could be. I mean, Ian did say that trains were very hard to set up. So, that's kind of put me off them. To say the least.
I mean, they're not impossible. There's plenty of guides on YouTube. It's once you get the loop done, and then it's just, you know, like I say, there's loads of guides on YouTube, so loads of people are doing it. You think of how many maps have got trains on them.
Yeah,
Can't
true.
be too difficult. I mean, pretty much every American map there is has got a train on it of some kind. I mean, admittedly, most of them use the train from Gold Coast Valley, but you still got to set it up on your map.
Yeah.
You know, unless you use exactly the same loop they have, which isn't likely. And you're very limited to your map design if you copy what they've done, because you basically have to use their DEM to get it to work. It's not really much point in. Not just where edit bloody Goldcrest if you're going to do that. I just don't know how you get the trains from here into the thingy bit, but yeah, I may well bring that in. That could be another nice little project, that, to
drop these values down a bit.
Retexture that, get the pipe works proper colours. It'd be nice to have that in like a nice British green colour.
I like the Flying Scotsman sort of thing.
Yeah. Get a nice specular on it and do all the pipes and everything, you know, like brass joints and bits and pieces. It would probably look quite smart. And let's face it, I've got no chance of modelling a train anytime soon.
It doesn't have to be that high poly, because it's not as if you see it much. You just gotta have that basic shape, I guess.
Yeah, I'll keep hold of that. It'd be worth having a look at it in more detail. See what we can do. We're going to look at that. Oh, there's another bridge building one. This one's got bends in it, Adam.
In the bridge?
Yeah,
Yeah.
for like doing your on and off ramps and all that sort of stuff. That's pretty cool.
I'm not too fussed about big road bridges and stuff.
So the thing is alright if it's something that you're really intending on doing, but bridges are a bit of a... They're only really any good if you're doing something where you've got land that warrants being up that high.
Yeah.
Because obviously, generally, you know, there are things like the Western Shore and stuff, and see, the thing is, we don't have massive flyovers in the countryside, really.
No.
They're normally sort of to one side, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's hard to see where you would use such a thing. Just to get any use out of that, you'd have to make that part yourself. It's a cool kit, though.
4 viewers, that's pretty good. For
Hello, everybody.
late afternoon on a Wednesday. I definitely knew what day it was then.
Yeah, I believe you. Ground markers, hope you enjoy. Ooh. Snazzy.
How snazzy.
I like the fact they put dump fertiliser here, dump hay here, dump corn here. Can't put like cell or thing here, you know, usually it has to be the word dump. I mean, it's very to the point, you know, unload logs here. I mean, there's no questioning, you know, where does it have to go? Oh, and that one, feed your pigs. Yeah, I think they might need to work on their, learn how to articulate a bit better than that.
Was that just a collection of triggers or something?
Yeah, you put them by where the triggers are, like they're trigger marker type things, you know, so you know what goes where, but yeah. I'd want something a bit better than that myself. You do it yourself. It's a bit like rude. A bit matter of fact, isn't it? Oh, cool, that's a nice look. That's out of Goldcrest, isn't it? Someone's pulled that straight out of Goldcrest and reskinned it. If they're pouring on our maps, they're British maps, it just wouldn't fit the look at all.
No.
So you want Sam's train off the Western Shore, it's the best looking train ever.
It's alright. He said himself he's not...
Done,
oh, I know, that model's
for
good.
that steam train.
Pardon?
He's done the passenger cars as well for that steam train, look.
Nice.
Ooh, I'm going to pinch those as well then. Not just reskin everything, so I'll make it look pretty. Yeah, I'll definitely have a go at that. Get some more done on Finleybob and all one of these landies at some point. Slowly my mod folders have been growing and I don't seem to be getting very far with any of it. Oh, he's done another one, dump silage here. Oh dear. That's a nice barriers to it. There's some blooming good placeable prefabs on that one here.
Most of those are probably also on the mod hub.
Well, I don't know, I could only find 2 pages. You type placeables in, they'll probably list them on something else stupid. What's this? Functional. It's a functional will be used for what the hell? I don't get what he means by this. What does it do? And that's obviously some sort of bridge. And that's a site office, but what's it for? Extreme bridges are building finished. With a crane you grab, oh right, yeah, I'm not interested in them. Dirt road pad, that's got to be Robbie's. Yep.
Been there, done that.
Yep, I'll be down. Yeah, there is a couple. thingy I spotted earlier down one of the lanes somewhere. What's that downloaded? Yeah, so I have to put that in with my steam tray, because that can all be done together then. Put her in here. Lovely. That's for Robbie's dirt track here. Most bridge. What do they mean by most bridge? What do they take the pictures on their toaster? They're horrendous. It's all out of focus. It's horrible. There are 5 pictures and all of them are blurred. That's nasty.
Alright, I'm back.
Yeah, next time, mate, don't take pictures on your Nokia 5110, it'd be helpful. That's Bade. Well, that's Robbie's thingy pack. So they can go up into Robbie's road pack area, so that's all together. To the end of next month, didn't you?
And I haven't even
Yeah, you're not, what, miles off?
no data.
Not bad, it's not very Britishy though, is it?
It is hard finding enough decent British assets, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah,
Which
so
aren't
I'd say
really old
this
as
is why I
well.
would like to start doing a British asset pack, because there's just not really. I mean, there's some, but there's not tons. I mean, some stuff you can get away with, because you basically got to do what Sam's done. You know, you got to find stuff, then texture it to look like it's British. It's which is, you know, nothing wrong with that system at all. It's I'd just rather have a proper pack where it's, you know, ready to go. It's yeah, it's something that I'll definitely be doing, like, because obviously I'll be making a load of objects for my new thingy map. So I think that'll be the start of doing some sort of British pack. See, I like this. This is quite Britishy looking. This electricity house.
Oh yeah, those little things.
That'll go perfectly up by my compost area. LS Mod Company. That's probably why it looks as good, to be honest. They do some blooming good stuff. To get that downloaded, double railroad crossing.
That'd be interesting.
Not quite so sure on the textures that they've used. To be quite honest, Adam, we could easily emulate that in Blender. I mean, it really don't look all bad. It's yeah, it literally looks like they've just got a plane, stuck some sort of generic texture they found off of Google on it, and they'll cut the white lines across it. Yeah, it's yeah, that leaves quite a lot to the imagination, that one. That's a no from me, I'm afraid. Railroad and tunnel system. Ooh. Cool, what's he done with the textures with that?
Are they
Oh,
bad?
that's dark. Near enough, it's like a dark, really dark navy blue for the road texture.
That's just not nice.
And bright, like luminous yellow lines. That's
How can
Bade.
How can people leave mods like unfinished like that? I don't understand.
Yeah, or think that it actually looks good when they
Yeah.
do it. They like sit back and they're like, oh, no, they look lovely. It's like, no, I don't. You might do to you, but it ain't his wrist. It looks nasty.
I'm thinking I might finish this fence line off, and then go and jump in game, see how they look.
Oh, I found another railings pack. That's pretty cool looking. Nice.
Oh, up to 5 viewers. Welcome.
Hello.
Oh.
Get out of it, fly.
Oh, I need to stretch my leg. Get some cramps.
Electricity. Yeah, I'm going to use that in a minute. The electricity, I like it. I like it a lot. Looks lovely.
Just realised there could be an echo on your voice.
There could be what?
Yeah, your voice could have been echoing quite a bit.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know. It's my fault. I didn't play around with the settings.
Go.
Jeez, it's 5:15 already.
Oh no. It's getting towards dinner time. Right. Yes. Well, love the butchers at that. Finding some lovely placeables to fit home. Pack of what? Hey? Placeable plates of cultivators. Why?
Who knows? Who?
Oh, he's done a good job of those. Look at the skills on these, Adam.
Are they really poor?
You really, yeah, but look, they're fantabby-dozy, they are. I mean, that's like skills, that is.
The textures don't even fit the signs.
Oh, I know.
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
Not good.
Lovely. I hope nobody in that map competition is using those because they're going to get voted down instantly.
I might use them just to see how it goes. No, I'm joking.
Purposely try and get yourself marked down.
Yeah.
That's a bit mental. That's a nice fence pack. This FSH modding, they do some pretty nice packs.
Yeah, they do. I've looked at a few of their things.
That looks alright.
Oh. Oh, didn't duplicate it. What are you thinking is going to happen next Grand Prix? What are your predictions?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. See, I mean, with what we learned from before, if Mercedes don't run into the gearbox issues, I reckon they'll probably run away with it.
Yeah.
But with knowing that they did run into the gearbox issues beforehand, if Honda can give Max a reliable engine, I reckon we'll see him running away with it.
So, do you think one, Mercedes can fix their gearbox issues, and two, Honda can fix their engine issues?
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of hoping it was just a bad engine. I mean, at least if he doesn't win, I would like to see Red Bull challenging Mercedes.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, Ferrari are incapable. But then saying, obviously, with them brushing this aero pack, I mean, I know they're going to be down a bit on horsepower of the engine, but
yeah, it'd be interesting to see.
Well. And then you've also got the other aspect. Could it possibly rain?
Yeah, if it rains, it could go chaotic. It could be chaotic.
Yeah.
But I think it'd be interesting to see how much performance Ferrari gain from their upgrade pack.
Yeah, and how much they managed to bring.
Yeah, how much they managed to bring, and then how much if Honda can fix the engine issues in time.
It's certainly going to be interesting to see. But yeah, it's.
But I'm thinking it's going to be a
certainly not easy
Mercedes
to
1-2,
predict.
and then I'm going to say Hamilton wins, Bottas second, and then I think I'll go with Verstappen third, Albon probably fourth. I'm going to say Vettel DNFs, or at least
Hopefully.
doesn't finish anywhere near the top.
Hopefully, Grosjean will wipe him out because that gets rid of the two dirty drivers out of the way straight away. So
I'm hoping McLaren can get a fourth or fifth, but I'm thinking it's going to be Leclerc. And
I would
then
love to see Lando on the podium again.
I'd
love to see him win it, if I'm honest.
I think I mean we can all dream.
Well, yeah.
If all the issues are fixed, I'm going to go Mercedes, Red Bull. I think then I'll go Ferrari, Racing Point, or Perez, and then both McLarens. I think, being realistic, if all the issues are resolved. If they can't fix their issues, and it rains, then I'm going to go with, I think Hamilton will still win, but I'm thinking Albon P2 and either McLaren's or Perez in third even. I'm thinking you're going to get another midfield
I'm kind of
podium.
hoping it does rain, because whenever it rains it always throws up a good race because it levels the playing field.
Thing is though,
you don't need the best car to rain, plus
yeah,
it tends to help the lower teams because obviously most of them build really draggy cars. And then the thing is, you want a draggy car in a wet race.
I'm trying to think back.
What's his name? Kvyat came third, didn't he, in Germany last year?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. In Germany, who did well in the wet there?
Yeah, you had Kvyat, Vettel, and
Kvyat, and Stroll was up there, but who got third?
I'm sure it's Kvyat.
Yeah, Kvyat. Who got first? Vettel. So who got second?
I can't remember now. No, yeah, it was Max, wasn't it? I think. Max up there somewhere. I can't remember.
I'm googling it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Verstappen won. So it was Verstappen, Vettel,
second, and Kvyat third.
So we know Verstappen's good in the wet. We know Leclerc spun in the wet, and Hamilton binned it.
Yeah.
Bottas also binned it, but Hamilton's been good in the wet in the past.
Yes.
So
he's pretty good, but then generally, I mean, Lewis is phenomenal in the wet, but going by track records of previous races, I think the racer to beat in the wet is Verstappen, because he's biblical in the wet. I mean, that Brazilian race a couple of years ago, he was not down near dead last, and he was just driving past them like they were in a different division.
Yeah.
It was quite something else to behold.
It was Verstappen, Sebastian, Kvyat, Stroll, Sainz, Albon, Grosjean, Magnussen, Hamilton, Kubica, Russell, Kimi, Giovinazzi. Yeah, that was all the finishes. 13 finishes. Everyone else retired.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give it that. Yeah, I mean, what's his name? Verstappen was more or less Jesus in the wet. Oh, I did put it in there, it's alright. Yeah, he is. I think he's definitely the new Rainmaster.
Yeah. Oh, it's impossible to say, really, isn't it?
It is. It's just, even with the practice sessions, it's hard to say, because
it really depends if they can fix their issues, doesn't it? If they can fix their issues, it completely changes what happens. But if they can't, then we're going to have a similar sort of thing, aren't we?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I definitely want it to be an exciting race. I mean, I'm a Lewis Hamilton fan through and through, but I like to see races. You know, I mean, obviously it's cool if he wins.
Yeah.
For obvious reasons. You
I'm
know,
bored
I
of
want
it
to
though.
see him win the title, but I'd like to see him. You know, I'd like to see a race take place.
Things like
You
we know
it's just
Hamilton's going to win.
He's running off into the front and
Yeah.
staying there, and it's going to be a boring race.
We know Hamilton's going to win the vast majority of races this year. He has the best car. He's arguably the best driver. And it's like, I want to see something else now, as much as I like him winning and I want him to be the world champion and equal Schumacher's record. I don't want to see it. Like, it can happen, and I know it will probably happen eventually, but it's not the funnest watching, is it?
Yeah, it's you know, I mean, I've said all along, I mean, I'm a massive Lewis fan.
But was there ever such a most exciting moment as seeing someone beat him in a time trial?
I like to see races.
Yeah, but like Lando beating him in that time lap, like, had you ever been so excited before in an F1 race?
I was shouting at the telly, like I turned into Lando's engineer. When the last 2 laps come, and I was sitting and I was going, push Lando, push, 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 push. The thing is, it kind of put me in a difficult place because Lewis is my favourite driver.
Yeah, but he's going to win, isn't he?
I think he's so freaking cool.
It's the chances.
And I'm also a massive McLaren fan. So
oh yeah, McLaren's my favourite team. Has been ever since.
It's nice to see them do well.
Well, I used to really like. Well, I properly started watching F1 in like 2009 with like Brawn, and I really liked. I mainly like supported Jensen. I liked Hamilton in 08, but I didn't watch all of that season. 10, 11, 12, I was supporting McLaren and a bit of what were they called? Force India back then, sort of like the underdogs. But recently it's just sort of been, I don't know really. I like supporting like, and there was like Perez getting onto the podiums and stuff in his time at Force India, like sort of 15 and 16. Williams never really sort of clicked with me. I don't know why.
Nah. Yeah, I mean, I've been McLaren since
Hello, Jakku.
the 80s.
Yeah, I sort of went off them a bit when they're with Honda.
But yeah, I would like to see Williams back up the front because it's where I think they belong. You know, it's just.
But you say that, but
that Williams have got, it just doesn't feel right.
It's their own fault they've ended up at the back. Like.
Oh yeah, I mean, they pulled it on themselves.
You look back at 2014, 2015, 2016. They were arguably the third or fourth quickest car throughout that time period. And then 2017, their pace just dropped off the cliff.
Yep.
And it's like, you've clearly made a design error in your car, because the regs changed that year, didn't they? Right, Nathan? Yeah, they clearly made a mistake in their car, so I think that's why I don't support them. Like, they should be doing better, and they're not.
Yeah, just because they're trying to do it on a 50p budget, it just ain't going to happen. See, I think that Williams' problem is they're still trying to do F1 on the budget they used in the 90s, and it just ain't going to happen.
Ever since they lost that BMW.
I was about to say, ever since BMW went. See, what really killed Williams was before that, it was when tobacco advertising was banned. Because Williams has struggled for money ever since then.
Yeah.
Yes, that was their downfall.
I mean, they've still got alcohol plastered all over the car, haven't they? Up until last year.
Oh. Hello, Nathan.
Alright. Have I done this field? Pretty sure I have.
Ooh, that's interesting. Also be cool when MotoGP gets going soon.
It's never really I've never watched that. It's never clicked with me, motorbikes.
Yeah, the thing is, my dad's always been motorsport, so pretty much I was watching the Formula 1 whilst I was in my mum's belly. It's and then same thing. See, my dad used to know a bloke years and years ago, like before I was born, back in the 70s. One of the blokes he used to work with used to race in the British superbikes like back then.
Ooh, nice.
It's with the JPS Suzuki. It's so pretty much I've sort of been brought up around that, and just naturally, you know, headed towards MotoGP. I've been watching it probably what now? 2002, I think I started watching it predominantly.
What's the difference? Because there's quite a few top league level of bikes, isn't there?
Yeah, MotoGPs is basically the Formula One of motorbikes. They're purpose-built racing machines,
Mm-hmm.
whereas superbikes are road-built bikes that have very little conversion. Basically, they take the lights off and slightly better brakes and slick tyres, and then they race those like that.
Is that sort of like your sort of touring car almost, or a bit more than
Yeah,
that?
basically, yeah. Yeah, that's basically the way to look at it. You've got MotoGP's F1 and superbikes is touring cars.
Okay. Thank you
And
very
then
much.
you've got the Super 16s, which is the 600cc bikes, which is basically like what we'd call GP2 or Formula 2.
I know they have a lot of subcategories as well, don't they, in bikes?
Yeah. But yeah, MotoGP is the biggest thing you can do on a bike. On a circuit, at least. I mean, you have to have really big cojones if you want to drag racing, because that's just something wrong with your brain.
You're literally sat on a rocket engine, aren't you?
I was around my sister's watching TikTok, and on there's a page that does all like different drag racing stuff at Santa Pod. They had a motorbike on there, done 210 mile an hour in 7 seconds.
Did he die?
No, he stayed on board and everything. It's like, mate, you've got something wrong with your head. I mean, they do say there's a fine line between bravery and stupidity. I'm thinking he's well past that. Yeah, I mean, speeding a car I think is terrifying enough, let alone on a motorbike, because the thing is, on a motorbike, because you're out in the open, everything feels twice as quick as you're actually going.
Yeah.
So I dread to think how fast that feels at that speed. I mean, I know MotoGP will do 225, but that was doing 207 seconds. You know, that's just pure insanity. Yeah, it's yeah, there are some psychos out there, has to be said. But then, at least it's entertaining.
If they die, they die. But it is fun to watch.
But this is why men never live as long as women. See, ever since they stuck engine and wheels and something, blokes have been killing themselves doing it. It's like my brother-in-law's. I used to do banger racing. He'd race something with no wheels on it if it moved. Yeah, he'd quite happily have a race in a powered wheelbarrow if you give him one.
People actually do that, though,
down
don't
the
they?
motorway, and his bonnet flew up, and he just burst out laughing. I can't think of anything more terrifying. You know, he was like, yeah. He said the worst bit was where he was driving to. He'd just sold the car, and he was taking it to the town where the woman she had bought it for her daughter. And he was driving there to sell her the car when it happened. He said, and that's what irritated me the most. He said, because I lost the sale of the car. Because it basically the bonnet slammed the roof so hard it broke the car off, so he lost all that money. He said, yeah. He said, but the actual accident, he said, yeah, because I just started laughing. I was like, something wrong with your head. I was like, yeah.
When you get
Yeah,
out car guide.
car crashes, and I can't say I laughed at either of them. It's not something I'd want to be doing for fun, to put it that way. Yeah, I'll stick to banger racing on the computer, thanks. I'm eating Haribo's. Nick's off of Ian.
What is you guys' obsession with those? I don't understand.
Oh man, Haribo's are the best. Especially the milk bottle ones and the jelly babies are like, oh.
Those are like two of the worst ones.
Oh no. No, but like the Haribo jelly babies are better.
You like the
than
milk
jelly
bottle
babies.
ones?
And the milk bottles are just immense. They're like next level. And I've decided as well that I don't even get older anymore. I level up.
Interesting.
I've decided.
Interesting philosophy.
Yeah, just level up. Eat a mushroom. Up you go. And I don't believe Mario anymore. I think that's false advertising as well. Because I've eaten a sunflower once and I didn't get firepower out my hands. It tasted quite revolting. Things you do when you're a child and you play Super Mario. Yes, no special powers for me.
Apart from eating sunflowers and finding out that they're
Well,
not
yeah.
stars.
It's no, the only time I've had firepower out of any orifice is eating spicy food. Oh, what did I delete that for? Just want that, you pillock. Oh, look, no. Cordon bleu. Well, I've done a doodah there, haven't I? Egypt. Egypt. Oh, really? Put it in my recycle bin and I wanted it. I clicked delete instead of rename.
Oh dear.
Oh. FML. FML. Into my recycling bin, let's go and fetch it back. It's Nathan's fault. He's supposed to be supervising. That's the one. Restore. Yeah. There we go, it's back.
Yeah.
Sam's typing, he's tagged you.
Uh-oh.
Are you guys on about the front loader itself or the brackets? I'm a bit confused and just want to make sure we're all on the same page.
Yes.
You ain't had your dinner yet? That's pretty cool.
What?
Nice rusty gate pack. Oh, that's part of Dorset. Yeah, I think he's retired, you know. He bought out a load of mods for 19, but that was about 18 months ago, isn't it? Yeah, I wonder if he's had enough. Or had enough of Giants. Either or which. Either or both, or something, whatever says.
There is Emma 1200, Ford 1810, Fiat Agri, possibly John Deere, and hopefully an Emma 3000. That depends on how nice Adam feels towards me. It does, very much indeed.
I'll take it, that's Nathan.
No, that was Sam.
That was in your stream.
No, it was on Discord. Alright.
Why am I not seeing that one?
There we go. More road. I'll lift that up a bit. I can move that bridge.
Ooh. Oh my god.
Copper tea.
You build an airport.
Why on earth would
17.
you want one of those?
I'm not sure what you'd use it for though.
Who knows?
Because you can't really have planes taking off.
You can't really have planes taking off. No, you can't.
You know, like if you could have a animated object, you know, like we have the planes in the sky, like where they land and took off.
Yeah.
Then fair enough, but as far as I'm aware, you can't do that. Well, or at least I haven't seen it being done. And, you know, I'm quite happy to be corrected on that. But
I haven't seen it been done either.
no, I've not seen any take off and land yet. But never say never.
Could just be a really
There's a way.
nice script.
Yeah, I was about to say, I reckon if anyone could, Ian probably could. It's just pointless doing it because it just, other than it looking nice, you know, it really doesn't bring anything to the gameplay.
The thing is though, like, if you're going to do that, that's space on the map which is just going to be wasted.
Yeah, and probably an FPS killer as well.
Yeah. I mean, the only use I could think of is if you wanted to do like some sort of airport mowing area.
Yeah.
Because they do that in real life, but you're not going to want to drive around these things, are you?
Yeah.
Because they're probably going to be pretty low poly.
Yeah, they'd have to be for the to not kill your game, really.
Yeah.
He's put, right, I get you. So smaller tractors need the one I've added and the bits above, but the larger tractor needs the other bracket. Is the larger bracket available for 17? So there you go.
It is. How do I?
Yeah. Off you go for a link.
I need to. Stop
I'm not getting
watching.
involved in your domestic with Sam. That's your issue. You can't give him ideas. No, Sam's like, once he gets an idea in his head, it's happening, and we'll become part of it. There's no way out for us. Save yourselves. Excuse me. Excuse me. Terrible wind every time I eat something. Literally sit forward and it comes up out my feet on it.
Lovely cake.
What flavour you got today?
It's the same cake as yesterday.
Oh, seconds. Thing is, because of you, when I go shopping now on Saturday, I'm going to buy cake that I just don't need.
But you do need
Especially if it's Madeira. See, it's like my favourite cake, or one of them is Madeira. And for my birthday last year, my mum made me, but you know the Victoria sponges?
it. Yeah.
She'd done that, but out of Madeira cake instead of sponge. And then the filling was lemon curd, and oh man, I was in heaven. So it's the best birthday cake I've ever had. You know, I could eat Madeira cake till it comes out of my eyeballs, to be honest. Unless it's that nasty one that they gave me at the hospital when my youngest was born. It was a gluten-free Madeira cake, and honestly, I would have rather have eaten my own shoes. It was rank.
Did it ruin Madeira cake for you?
No, I just went and bought a proper one. Yeah, it was just nasty. It was. You know how bathroom silicone sealer smells?
Yes.
That's kind of how it tasted. It was nasty. Yeah, I wouldn't have given it to a dog. It's like, what are you doing with this in hospital? I think they're actually trying to kill people with it, you know. May get you going there to get it better, don't they? Force feed you gluten-free stuff. I hate it when people bow. They're like, oh, you know, you need like sugar light and all this stuff. It's better for you. And it's like, yeah, but cakes aren't designed to be better for you. It's just a cake. You know, if you want something that's better for you, eat an apple. You know, it's yeah. I don't get the logic behind it. It's not supposed to be good for you. That's the whole point of it. See, stuff that's bad for you tastes good. It's the stuff that's good for you generally tastes like crap. You know, I mean, no one eats Brussels sprouts because they taste nice.
Maybe a psychopath.
Yeah, I mean, I won't eat them at all. I'd say I don't even like the smell of them. And the age-old argument, people go, you get loads of iron. It's like, yeah, I get the same amount of iron eating cabbage, which I actually like. You know, especially if it's a bit of the old curly kale. You get me near that, I'll eat bags of that stuff. Yeah, no, my mum was telling me when we was little, because we always had veg, you know, different generation back then. Like a lot of these kids nowadays, you put veg in here and they're ringing child on. But
Yeah,
she
I
always
know. I
used to
still
get
have
us to
that.
try different stuff.
Mhm.
She said, so she done the Sunday roast and she put Brussels sprouts on it because my mum and dad both eat. And she said, I was in my high chair, and she said, she went back into the kitchen to get hers and my dad. She said, all of a sudden, I could hear this crying. She said, I've come through, and she's like, what's the matter? And he said, there's a green thing on my plate. She said, yeah, so I had to take off because she wouldn't stop crying.
With your sister?
No, me.
Oh.
Yeah. No, see, my sister, she does eat Brussels now, but she never took them with the kids. It's, no, carrots was always a thing I seem to remember. She loved carrots, my sister. See, I've always been into peas, but they have to be marifat peas. They're like, oh, it's like food porn, marifat peas. I could literally have marifat peas and cornflakes, I reckon, you know. It's probably my favourite vegetable. But I also like my Sweden mash and parsnip. I'll get that off my mum. But see, my dad calls that rabbit food, he hates it. But yeah, the weird thing is, he loves things like licorice, whereas I can't stand it. And he likes all cinnamon and all that sort of stuff, and I can't stand that either. I think it's vile. It's, yeah, it's funny, it's weird how I find stuff changes as you get older. Because, like, well, I had like IBS, I couldn't eat cheese for ages because you're not really supposed to eat dairy with it. And so I went probably about 10 years without cheese, and I thought, oh, I'm desperate for a pizza. So I bought one. I thought, you know, I'll just eat it and see how it get on. Like, you know, eat like a couple of bits of it. And I was fine, and I was like, oh, now we can get back to it. Well, when I was growing up, one of my favourite things was cheese and pickle sandwiches.
Yeah.
Like the Branston pickle, I used to love them. So I went and bought myself a nice jar of Branston pickles, some cheddar cheese, and made it. Yeah, but took one mouthful out of it and nearly threw up. I now no longer like Branston pickle. And it's like great. It's like, so one of the things I used to love, I now can't stand. It's yeah. So what do things have to taste different when you're older? I used to love Branston pickle. It's just rude. It's like you feel like your child has been snatched away from you.
They're taking it.
Yeah, it's like, give it back. They're mine.
Can't ruin these memories.
No, they do. I think it's a conspiracy, you know, the government.
Hi, Fast. Welcome to the stream.
Hello, Fast.
Sorry, I haven't really interacted much. No music today. Spotify wasn't
Me and
launching.
Adam have decided that we're forming a boy band. You got to take that. We're going to be called Have This, and later on we are going to burst into some songs.
Do what? You'll be by yourself there.
You have to do a musical number. It seems to be the in thing for farming stuff. You know, you got Crumble and VF are at it. They're solo artists. They see we're a band. See, got no direction. You got one direction. We're no direction. Especially with me at the helm.
You and Crumble in a boy band. No Direction would be the perfect name.
Mm.
You know, it's like 5 years ago they split up now.
Yeah.
One Direction.
Yeah, I think they have. Yeah.
It's been ages.
Follow it that much. The last picture I saw
hated
of one of them, someone put a picture of him on Facebook and he was dressed as his nan.
I know one of them
He
did.
He had like a pearl necklace on, some sort of blouse. It's like, what's going on with kids today?
One of them I saw. The last time I saw him was in Dunkirk. One of them did. It was his first acting role in Dunkirk.
Yeah, that was 2 hours of my life I'll never see it again.
There were some good bits, but it was so poorly structured.
The What's It one was good.
Which?
The Pacific or whatever it was called, one that came out last year.
What, 1917?
No, the other one.
I haven't watched that one then.
Yeah, it's called the Pacific. So it's named after what do you call it? Aircraft carrier. And the ship was called the Pacific. I'm sure it was called that, and it was bloody brilliant. Highly recommend it.
What's his name? Tom Hanks has done another World War II one, hasn't he?
Yeah, I can't wait to see that. And all those filming that in
Greyhound.
Australia when they got them put into lockdown.
Yeah, Greyhound.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I can't wait to see it. See, I'm a massive Tom Hanks fan. I've got every film he's made except for Traveled Atlas because it was a pile of poo. I refused to buy that. I turned it off after 20 minutes of watching it. A hideous film.
Was that one of his early ones?
I don't know. Yeah, I do like a bit of Tom Hanks.
Alright, got my track in. Leads to the bridge.
So, you're building a racetrack on there as well now?
A racetrack. You could race it if you want in the Landy, but you'd probably be a bit sick.
Yeah. Oh, I'll just win again like I did the other night. No, Ian crying into his cornflakes again. She was claiming I didn't win, then we watched it back.
Went back to VAR review, that did. I'm not a fan of his films.
That's some more information about the yellow flag situation.
The what?
You know the yellow flag situation with Lewis. I've actually found out the whole story of that now.
Yeah.
It was nothing to do with Red Bull to start with. It was social media. A load of people on social media thought they'd picked up upon it. So they then went to Red Bull's Twitter page to report it. And the only reason you notice is there's one of them 360-degree cameras on Lewis's car.
Yeah, which is uploaded, obviously.
Yeah, but it only saves to an SD card, so they had to go to the FOM and get it from those. But it wasn't available until the morning, so that's what took so long for the protest. But yeah, it was actually so it was a load of social media people reported it to Red Bull. Then Red Bull investigated it.
So basically, it was the Verstappen army.
Yeah, so basically, the Red Bull army with the little grasses. I mean, he deserved the punishment.
Yeah.
Because he did go for a yellow flag, but it's like, see, it shouldn't have even been allowed as far as I'm concerned. The team should have to figure that stuff out for themselves. It's like, we're going to start having outside influences.
Honestly, I'm so surprised that he didn't lift anyway. Like, it was so,
especially being as he was like two tenths down anyway.
Yeah, it's like, you're behind your teammate on a flying lap, and he goes off in the gravel, and you're just going to speed past flat out anyway.
Yeah,
like, what?
The thing what annoyed me is Lewis is always one of them ones that goes on about safety in motorsport.
Yeah.
And he keeps his foot in it when there's yellow flags being waved, which is, they're there for the driver's safety and the marshal's safety.
I didn't like it because obviously, like, you got Grosjean who spun in the race. He came back onto the track in his spin, didn't he? Like,
yep.
Bottas could have quite easily been rejoining the track at the exit of turn 4, and he would have hit him.
Yep. Right.
But luckily for him, he went lawnmower.
Sam's put, yep, it's on that mod, taking it off now, so I've got it to hand. With the front loaders themselves, is our mod obsolete then compared to the mod hub version? One of Robbie's. General LS Andy. Definitely looks like that's been
there we go.
From stuff Robbie does, to be honest.
Yeah, Fast isn't a fan of Tom Hanks.
Who isn't?
Fast. He's put in the comments he's not a fan of Tom
Where
Hanks.
Is he? If I've still got me spanner, I'll kick him.
No. No, that's not
I
allowed.
wouldn't do that anyway. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. He's wrong, but yeah, he probably likes One Direction or something.
Dunkirk was his favourite film.
Oh, really?
No,
yeah, see, I was right.
I was making
He's
that
a
up.
One Direction fan, isn't he?
Oh, he's not a fan of movies in general.
What?
How can you not be a fan of movies?
Yeah.
What do you watch? Just TV?
Yeah, rather than computer games, they're like the bestest thing in the world. That's just bad, man. I've got like 500 DVDs.
Just put the throwing up emoji. What do you do on a Friday afternoon then? Like,
Yeah,
you don't
or
watch
any
film.
afternoon or any time of the day. You know, you can't sleep.
You can't just watch sitcoms and stuff all the time, can you? I mean, don't get me
Yeah,
wrong. I
you
love a
watch
good
the
TV
Hollyoaks
program,
Omnibus. Yeah,
but
I've
there's a
got
time and a
them.
place for TV and a time and a place for movies.
Yeah, I think that deserves a ban, to be honest.
So have you not watched any of the Marvel ones or anything like that recently? It's come out fast. Surely you must have seen
Yeah,
those.
especially the What's It one. That was phenomenal.
The last one.
Mm.
I need to watch them all again, to be honest.
And all the Toy Stories are like awesome films.
Just as YouTube and social
I
media.
saw the very first Toy Story at the cinema when I was like 13.
Was it good in the cinema?
Yeah, oh yeah, we watched it twice. Yeah, I loved it. I've loved I've loved them all. It's probably one of my 4 favourite films is all 4 of the Toy Stories.
Which is your favourite though?
Oh, you can't pick. That's not asking you which one of your testicles is your favourite.
What about your what about the new ones? 3 or 4?
No, see, I like all 4 of them equally the same.
Fair enough.
I couldn't pick. Thing is, they're good films all the way through. There's not really any bits in it that you don't enjoy.
Yeah.
It's yeah, the one thing I have noticed, like watching them, because obviously I've seen them all since the original, is seeing the difference in because obviously it's all done with CGI.
Yeah, you can see the development, can't
from
you?
the first film to the last one, like how much. Well, they have like the last film, it's all dynamic lighting,
Like the first
all
simulation.
stuff like that. Yeah, and then you compare it to the first one. You know, where obviously the dynamic systems back then wasn't as advanced as they are now. You know, it's really quite something because it's like 20-year gap between the first and the last one. So obviously computers, graphics, and that all should come a long way in that time.
I mean, it is the last one, isn't it?
Well, they said it is, but they've also said that there's possibility in the future they may well do something with Toy Story again.
Like
So
a
it's
spin-off.
at the end of the end. So, but there won't be anything in the meantime. So, I mean, I'm kind of gutted because I wish they'd bring one out. You know, if they brought one out every 3 or 4 years, I'd be quite happy. It's thing is, it's one of those things that gets you because you enjoy it as an adult as well as a child.
Oh, there's so
Because
many
it
films
makes you
from my
wonder, you know, obviously we all had toys when we were kids. And you watch stuff like that, and you know, you sit there and you think, just imagine what that would be like if it was actually.
I know everyone used to pretend their toys were like real, didn't they? Like,
Oh yeah. Yeah, you had to have real toys. It was the law. Yeah, it had to be done.
give them all names and stuff.
Yeah, oh yes.
I mean, films like sort of Kung Fu Panda and what do you call it? How to Train Your Dragon and stuff like those are films I watched when I was younger. Like they're still some of my favourite films.
Yeah, I've got all 3.
It's like all the music and stuff actually.
That's what my dad said I should have called my cat was toothless because she's pure black. Yeah, he was like, you should have called her toothless. I was like, I didn't really think about it, to be honest.
That would have been a good name.
Yeah, it's one of the things just didn't really pop into my head at the time.
They're sort of getting a bit not as good these days, aren't they? Like they're sort of playing on the sort of merchandise.
Yeah, oh yeah. It's all,
Build a character, you can have like
all
apps
about
and stuff
making
afterwards.
stupid amounts of money. Now they're just some stuff. Like you just feel that some of these films that are coming out, like Frozen 2, that was done purely and simply to make money. There was
Literally,
no need
yeah.
For a second one, you know, and it's a shame really because it ruins stuff. You know, it's like they should have just left it well alone, but Disney knew they'd make billions off the back of it, and it's. I mean, I know they're running a business, and obviously, you know, if you was in that position, you'd do the same, but you just.
Same with Star Wars, isn't it? Right.
Yeah, although they have been good. The newer ones, I must admit, I was terrified when it was announced that Disney had bought it all. I was like, oh god, they're going to make it Disney-ish.
But then they were doing really good with the Marvel at the time, weren't they? So it wasn't as if
They've done what?
Marvel was really good at that time, wasn't it?
Yeah, Disney owned them now as well.
Well, Marvel's always been Disney, hasn't it?
No,
Hasn't it?
no, Disney only bought them a few years ago. Yeah. Yeah, no, Marvel was their own thing. It's yeah, no, Sony used to have they had the rights to do Spider-Man.
They still
They
do.
had the rights to that, which was weird because the last Spider-Man film, because Disney owned Marvel and Sony have to buy the rights off of Marvel to do Spider-Man.
There's like
So
conflicting.
it was really strange, like having Disney at the negotiating table when there was two of them.
It must be really weird for like the Marvel people negotiating for their own character.
Yep. Cool. Look at these, Adam. Got a train track pack by SX or something. His name.
Yeah, that was on FSUK.
They look pretty nifty, them, don't they? Go all up the and everything. Oh, I like them. I like them. I'm having them. Mine.
Alright, who wants to go and see it in game then?
Yeah, go on then. I'll be there in a second.
Just do a bit of terrain. Just make sure everything that is not wanting to be seen.
I'm not forgetting the Lego movie. Everything is awesome.
It was alright.
I didn't like the Batman one.
I haven't watched that one.
Yeah, see the Lego 1 and 2 are good, but the Batman one I think wasn't that keen on.
I just felt like it was taking itself too unseriously.
Yeah.
Like I get being like a really silly film, but you got to have some degree of take yourself seriously. Like, can't all be stupid.
I think they just got to the stage. I think they just didn't care because they knew that it was predominantly aimed at children.
Yeah.
And the thing is, kids don't generally think about films like we do.
I think I was a bit
really
too old for the Lego
all
movie.
over the screen.
I was a bit too old for the Lego movie when it came out.
Oh, you never too old for Lego.
Yeah, but the actual movie, it's sort of past my age group.
Rubbish. You're never too old.
Never too old. But the real thing, yes.
The pixies will hear you. If they find out, they'll come and tell you.
I didn't close it.
Told off. We'll get told off.
Zip it all up.
Right, let me stick these in this folder and I'll come and have a look at your stream.
Thank you very much. Oh, we're up to 6 viewers.
Oh.
Wonder who's
Sam's
joining.
probably lurking in there. You know what Sam's like. He likes to have pictures of what's going on in the world.
Hello.
Oh, it's Jacob. Hello, Jacob.
Hello, Jacob.
We are on stream.
We're having a debate whether we should send Fast to another planet because he said that films are not his thing at all.
Like, not just specific films in general.
Yeah.
Oh.
So we're thinking that we're going to nominate him for the next space expedition to Mars.
Right then. Oh, I see. Fast is in the chat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's just, it's just not the way you play cricket, really, is it?
BB's little voice looks awesome.
It looks
Thing is though, he's done it up so well now. I bet he's going to be like, I want one of these when I start.
Yeah, I know. It's making me think now. This is what I wish he wouldn't do, because it's just teasing. It's trying to fall.
It's annoying.
Who knows what?
How long was this taking to zip? Jesus. I mean, to be honest, it is going through the Western Shore at the moment, so that's half the map.
You've got 2 maps inside your map.
Yeah, I've got Shamrock and the Western Shore inside of it.
You've got 3 maps inside your map, really?
Yeah.
Have you not ever heard of, like, exporting and importing the objects you'd like?
Yeah, but you need the map open somewhere to do it, and I just put it in the same folder.
Oh dear. Shocking.
5,921 files. That's a lot of files.
That is quite a few.
It's going to be such
It's
a large
mental
file.
what it is.
I can delete the old one,
Absolutely
actually.
mental.
I mean, the old one before I had Shamrock in was how old? 2.3 megabytes. Oh my god! And I've got both versions of the Western Shoreham. I think I could probably and Cobra. Wow, Cobra's
Right.
only 300,000. Damn.
You posted a link in here, have you?
The Western Shore is 3 times the file size of Cobra. That's insane.
Nearly 3 times the size though.
Yeah, it's 3 times the map as well.
It's massive.
Let's have a look.
Going through Shamrock now.
Looky, see what's going on.
What's going on is we're at 57% compression and going through Shamrock.
Watch the old ones. What we're watching. What's he been watching the older ones of?
I'm assuming he's referring to Toy Story because that's what we were talking about at the time.
Toy Story, yay!
Oh, Toy Story's good.
You got
Yeah.
all a friend and
Oh, what's your favourite animated movie series of the last sort of 10, 15 years, Jacob? You got like
Toy
Toy
Story.
Story, How to Train Your Dragon, Kung Fu Panda, all those. What's your favourite?
I don't really have a favourite. I like Toy Story. I like Kung Fu Panda. Despicable Me's quite good.
What about Cars? That was alright.
banana.
I didn't mind Cars.
What about The Incredibles? That was good.
Oh yeah,
Incredible.
I watched that the other day.
Incredible.
I watched them back to back about twice.
I'll tell you something I do like though.
What?
The new the live animated stuff, like the Peter Rabbit, was freaking brilliant.
Live action remake. Oh, Peter Rabbit was good.
Yeah.
They're doing a second one of
And
that.
so was the
Lion
Winnie the Pooh.
King?
That was phenomenal.
Lion King.
I've not seen the new one yet, but then I wasn't really a big fan of the other one. It's a bit girly for me.
Wait, what was the other one?
And I don't like the fact Darth Vader's in it either.
What was the other one you
Yeah.
liked the remake of?
Winnie the Pooh.
No, I love that.
It was you said Peter Rabbit and something else. I missed it.
No, I like Peter Rabbit and Winnie the Pooh.
Oh,
That
Winnie
was
the
good.
Pooh. I didn't actually watch that one. I've seen it on
Yeah,
Amazon.
it's really, 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 really good.
I haven't watched it though.
They look real, man. It's nuts.
Oh.
What's it's good? Paddington.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah,
Paddington.
Mm.
That's not a remake though. That's just an awesome film. 92%. Oh my god, this is going to be massive.
Yeah, see, Faster did go with Toy Story as well. So he has watched some films. So he was safe. It's alright. You don't have to go to Mars just yet. But if he says Star Wars is rubbish, then I'll have to reconsider my position. Because Star Wars is just like.
Come on. Compress. 99%.
I've always preferred more realistic movies to Star Wars, but I can't say that Star Wars isn't good.
Yeah.
It's 4 megabytes.
How big is it?
4 megabytes.
No, you mean gigabytes?
Bytes.
No,
4
megabytes.
megabytes.
Yeah, that's basically that's like a place of it.
Oh, sorry, gigabytes. Oh, I get them confused.
Yeah, that's 4 million megabytes.
Oh dear.
This is going to take a while to load. I don't like Star Wars, it's quite boring. The cheek of it. Honestly.
To be honest, I had this argument with my brother. If you haven't already watched Star Wars, for some bizarre reason you've never heard of it, and you were first introduced to it, and you didn't know any of the backstory or the amazing sort of content created around it, it's not
Yeah.
the most interesting film, actually. It is a
The thing
bit.
is, it's like a lot of stuff. Sci-fi films are an acquired taste because I don't like all sci-fi stuff.
I've never liked Star Trek.
See, I do and I don't. I don't like all the Star Treks, but
Some are good.
yeah, like Voyager was really good. I did enjoy Voyager and the films that came out with Chris Pine or Pratt, whatever one it is. I've got all of those. They were
Pine.
really good. Yeah.
Chris Pratt's
It's,
Star-Lord in
No, yeah.
Guardians of
See,
the
no,
Galaxy.
other good films. Guardians of the Galaxies are freaking brilliant
Oh yeah.
with a raccoon.
That's it.
Then you got to have all 5 of the Jurassic Parks or 4. Yeah, 5. Isn't it?
I never liked those either.
I've not seen.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I've watched the
You're
classic,
missing
and
out.
I've seen clips of one since. I think I've watched the
Yeah, I
second
think
one
the
as well.
first one came out in like 1992. I always remember it being out.
It was the
Because
first
everything
ever
went
CGI
mad,
animal,
Jurassic
wasn't it?
Park stuff. They had like playing cards, like so you could swap with your mates. Oh, it was brilliant.
Why is my
I
game
used to
not
love every
launched?
Saturday. My dad would get me a pack. He'd go downtown and get his bits and pieces. Come back with a little pack of Jurassic Park cards. You used to get a free chewing gummy thing with it as well, and one of them water transfers for your arm. that your mother would scrub off your arm on a Sunday evening before school.
Oh.
But yeah, no, Jurassic Park, watch them all, every single one of them, they're brilliant. You love them, especially the newer ones, so you get all the new CGI, but yeah, you're missing out, man, you ain't seen Jurassic Parks.
Oh, 7 viewers. Oh, 2 of those you guys though, aren't they? So.
Yeah, and one of them's you.
Oh yeah.
One of them, three of them are us. That's what happens to me. It's like, oh, I've got 2 viewers, and I realise it's like me and Ian. It's like, oh, fuck.
Oh, did you see Fast says he doesn't like Star Wars?
He says it's boring. He didn't say he didn't like it.
Yeah.
Ah, right. Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
To be honest, like I've seen
Well,
all
I
the
mean,
Star Wars
he-
films
he
like
did
twice
say-
now, so.
He
Yeah, I'll
did
let him off.
explicitly say at the start of it, I don't like Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean, like I say,
Oh,
Star Wars
yes.
isn't everyone's cup of tea.
I'm blind.
It's an acquired taste, but like I say, all sci-fi films are.
Yeah.
Like some sci-fi films are also like, it's like I loved Ender's Game, whereas Adam wasn't keen on it.
No, I haven't seen it in a while. It was an alright film.
Well, what was it you said the other day that it was wrong because they forced a child to kill them people?
They
It's
they
like,
unwillingly
oh, real quick.
they unwillingly forced
It's
children.
like you're thinking about this way too much.
He's got such a dark storyline.
But, I hate to cross that you never watch Cheaty Cheaty Bang Bang.
They trick children into eliminating an entire species.
Yeah, they've got a child catcher in Cheaty Cheaty Bang Bang, Adam. That actually takes children prisoner.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been even before my time, although I've got it on DVD. Yeah, I think it's like 1950 something. I think.
Yeah.
Cheaty
Early
Cheaty Bang
60s maybe.
I've got both the Mary Poppinses. Go have a bit of Perry Moppins.
Oh, what do you think? I haven't watched the remake of that. Is it alright? Or...
Yes, my remake is the follow-up.
Is it?
It's basically Mary Poppins 2, yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't
the
know
kids
that.
that are in the original one are the grown-ups in this one.
Ugh,
Watch it, it's really good.
interesting. Did they get the same
Really
actors?
Is that what?
Did they get the same actors?
Dick
They're far
Van
enough
Dyke's
apart.
in it. Yeah, Dick Van Dyke's in it. Most of the others are dead. Yeah, it's Emily Blunt plays Mary Poppins. But yeah, I really enjoyed it. It's a good film. And he also said he didn't like Tom Hanks, which I just think is disgraceful thing to come out with swearing like that all over the internet. You know, Tom Hanks might see that comment and it'll upset him.
What do we want for the tour?
Oh, here we are, it's very pretty.
I might go one of these because I was thinking about getting one of these for the. What do you call it? Oh god, the server.
Yeah. TWS. Yeah, but you need to be careful when you buy that because you'll be lucky to rip the skin off a rice pudding with that, in all honesty. The smallest plough you need, like 150 horsepower.
Oh, this thing needs doing up. Hasn't got door trigger on it.
Hasn't got
Oh, it's already going.
Oh no.
It's already
Yeah,
going.
it's got front loader. It's what?
Didn't put the handbrake on.
No, you got to remember to turn the engine off.
Right, this is the map.
Your map's looking miles ahead of mine now.
See, I've placed buildings. That's what it does.
It does, doesn't it?
Oh,
I mean, this screen's a million miles behind you, but
I'm not entirely sure what's wrong with the mirrors on these things.
Got the gearbox mod on. Shifting colon gets rid of that. Problem solved.
I want the gearbox on.
Nobody wants the gearbox mod. It's just noise.
I've started placing a few road signs.
Because I think it makes them look old. But your grass needs cutting, Adam.
So
Let
we
it
got
get away from you.
nice
that's
little
alright, it's big.
tight
There's
village.
no grass in this bit. What have you got up here? What's all this up here?
What's all
I
that
want to
where?
drive past it. There was a. Well, we're trying to take in the feature. What sort of safari is this?
I'm going very slowly.
You drove past all the animals.
oh, that.
And don't you feel sorry for giraffes? Because they've probably never smelt a fart, you know.
It's probably a good thing. Oh, has the stream stopped again? Oh, I don't
No,
know.
it's still working for me.
Oh, I just saw it buffering on mine. I was like, uh oh.
Ah, well, he's turned into James May again, buffering.
Let's go back down to the village. Because it is
What
the
other
new
centre
bit.
have you got?
Pardon?
Oh, have you got like a village green next to it?
Yeah. I'm gonna put some
Trees on
play
there.
equipment and some trees in there, I think.
Yeah, so if you go onto some of the 19 maps, they've got some nice play areas on there that you could put around there with the swings and stuff. That has gone off now.
Guys, just check. That was me checking whether it's still running or not.
Oh, so you have paid extra for this. Where you going now? Yeah, where's he? Oh, that's better. Oh, that's it. Slowly.
Shamrock Valley has a play area, doesn't
Oh,
Yeah,
it does, doesn't
really
it?
nice.
Yeah.
6 one off of that.
it? Next to the chapel.
Yeah, you've got to have a play area, you can have a village green. Part of the law, really.
I'm pretty sure this is pretty disrespectful, but oh well.
What's disrespectful?
Driving through the graveyard.
Yeah, you see, we've not got to that bit yet on the street.
I'm on it. Well, you go past it.
Yeah, he's driving past. Now he's turning towards them.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
Do you like the elevation change?
Mm-hmm.
I copied it off
Yeah,
my
I
local
do.
church. I walk past it every day to the bus.
Yeah. Well, you walk through the graveyard in your tractor.
No, I drive past. I
Let's
walk
get in the
past
bus,
it.
My local church is on top of the hill.
So I need to do.
It's steeper than that.
You can't drive a tractor over there, that's naughty. You driving over their grave, you savage swine. I think that's all Lex Giants employees in there.
Well, after Sam
dear,
roasts
it's like
them.
a horror movie, this is. I can't watch.
Yeah, so I've got some road signs. They've still got the Western Shore things on them. This is the bridge which Ian did. Ah.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
Oh.
We're just moving back onto the road now.
It's like, what bridge? I was like, you see the things again.
I'll have to delay my commentary for the live stream then.
You didn't put the bridge. Is that the one you linked in the chat? Or
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in
I
the.
might have to have it.
It's
I think I
nice.
saw it. I might have to have a go with that. That does look nice.
So I've replaced the standard bridge with that. And this bit up here pretty much hasn't changed.
Oh, is your
Awesome.
village called Port William?
No, I haven't changed the textures yet. I just said.
Fee.
Oh, the tractor's floating.
Yeah, that tractor's floating.
I know it's because
Yeah.
I've still got a duplicate bridge underneath from the old one.
I was going to say, he's got the DeLorean tractor. Where we go, we don't need rules. Farming in the air.
I got this new little tractor turning sign.
Caution. What's this? Tractor turning. Oh, lucky.
Are you now watching our screen so you can
Yes.
and take accordingly?
Pretty weird.
Yeah.
The track hasn't
We're going down
changed
the
much
back
at all.
alley. Traffic cake coming the other way.
Yeah, I do like the elevation changes you've got.
Yeah, I do.
It's really nice.
It's not bad considering you've done it all freehand as well. Makes Sam proud, that one.
Thank you.
Because like, it's hard, it's really hard to do it freehand, to get it to look right.
It took me all day, so.
I am miles behind.
Not even started. I'm just going to turn the Western Shore around and say.
I'm really scared by John's progress though, because he's using that DEM. He can get his stuff done so quickly. I changed the texture on this track to be more of a chalky white.
John's making a village down the valley from.
Is he?
Yeah, so he has reference photos from me that are kind of helpful.
Oh. You're helping the competition.
But that, well, he needs it because it's a real life area and it's changed a lot since Google Maps went through there 10 years ago. I've got a lot of work to do.
Well, we'll make a DEM.
And then I'm going to continue the track up that way. But I'm going to cut back across. Because, you know, it doesn't lead anywhere at the moment.
It took me 2 hours to do the That was my first time trying it, but somehow got it right first time.
Oh,
That ain't too bad though. Well, I know when I first originally tried a couple of years ago, I was about 6 hours in and I'd hardly done anything. Well, just got myself more confused and in a mess. It's so yeah, if I can get, you know, to sort around that area, I'll be quite happy.
Try Wizard's most recent videos, pretty easy to follow. You just
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I think that'll be tomorrow's project. I think I'm gonna have to make the DM because then I can start my farm with Peeling.
It needs a little bit of software downloaded for it.
Yeah, I know.
and
Had it all before. Just
this is the I've got to put some decals on the road, and then I've got the farmhouse ready and in.
That's nice. I like what you've done there.
Mm-hmm.
You've got all the trees in as well, which adds a
Yeah,
bit
the
more
trees
flavor.
really do improve an area.
They absolutely do. I'm trying to get.
Without trees, you're just like, oh, I've done nothing. It's so bland, and then you put some trees in. Oh, awesome! I'm done. Got these nice tight stone tracks in the map.
as well last week.
Yeah, I have to adjust my terrain slightly.
Yeah, they're never perfect.
No.
You always have to fettle them a bit, but it gets you, you know, 98% of the way there at least. Fettling's not too bad. It's if you've got to do like, if you try to do it completely freehand, you really need a good eye.
And then
It's
this
thing
track
is,
up here.
something that looks good when you're doing it, and then it ain't until you start building on or you get it in game, oh, it's awful.
This is where that other track's going to connect back in. So it's going to sort of loop around the back of the farm, which I'm still yet to start.
I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with my road and track layout yet. I'm trying to make the most of that. I think what I'll do is I'll have hills either side of my village, and then all my fields will be in the valley, at the top of the free roaming sheep and stuff.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
probably have a few coniferous forests and sort of plantations like you've got in reality.
Yeah, I was looking at some reference photos, and there's a lot of sort of little plantations of coniferous things along valleys.
All
It's very common.
along here. They're out clearing one of them today, actually. It's quite interesting to see.
Yeah, so this track down here has been extended. I almost forgot. I'll go down here.
That's looking nice.
Mm-hmm.
Bit pixelated at my
Yeah. You know, I think he's streaming it off his toaster.
Oh.
but yeah, I can still see everything going on.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice and tight with lots of high hedges, you know? Sort of classic British track.
Yeah, as I say, it feels real.
It does.
And then it leads to the new, there's a little field entrance down there.
Oh,
And
look
then
at your little wooden
over the old wooden bridge along the new track we just placed in G, which when you take it nice and slow is doable. So yeah, I was going to do more fields along here, sort of to the right, more grass, maybe an arable field to the left. I'm not entirely sure yet because it's a bit smoother terrain.
What means that?
Oh yeah. My thoughts of mine is if I do the fields along the valley and then have sort of wild terrain at the top, I can probably do a bigger map than I would be able to.
Yeah.
Restricted mini fields and doing it everywhere.
So this track is sort of going to continue, and then it's going to go sort of hook up to the road in the village again. Sort of, because I was just going to have it go all the way up to the next farmyard, but then I realised that'd be quite a long track, and you probably need another connection point.
So you can pretty much do a loop all the way around if you want.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping to get this track done for this version, because obviously going all the way to the next farmyard is a long distance away for 20 fields, considering I've already done 12, so that isn't going to happen. Yeah, straight ahead here, that's all the way to the next farm, that goes.
Sweet.
Oh, 8 viewers, thank you very much.
9 people viewing, that's not bad at all, is it?
It's all good in the hood.
Oh, Ian's.
Ian, did I miss the bridge area?
No, the bridge, you've missed the first placement, but the second placement's yet to be seen.
How is that one about our houses?
Yes.
Oh, I like that video.
So
Giants are doing a presentation on
got a little stream flowing downhill.
Probably will be how the apparently Giants are doing a presentation on the sound for the next game.
Ooh. So we've got a sort of variety of different sizes of grass fields.
You've got the old flickering mirror situation.
Yeah, it's annoying me a little
Dodgy
bit.
textures, that is.
Is
The
it?
amount of mods that come out with dodgy mirrors on them is incredible.
Yeah. So this field, I sort of imagined it all to be sort of 3 meter equipment, sort of maybe 4.
Mm-hmm.
Like 6 meters just going to be massively overkill for this map.
Okay.
There's
I'm doing a similar thing as well. Well, trying to.
Mine's designed for 100-metre equipment. Yeah, it's just
100-metre
roads,
equipment.
one big giant field, and a shed.
I do really enjoy this track actually. This is pretty much the perfect scale, and I wanted it to be. It really does help having that tractor as a reference.
Don't know what you mean.
Only it's not going to take you a year to do.
Oh no, I mean, you could have done that. Plus, even I could have done that in probably a couple of months. That's including having food.
Oh, that wall flickered again.
And a month's holiday. Yes, I'm certainly not a fan of Mapper's Paradise.
Thank you, Jakku. So up here is all new as well. To the right.
There's green wall textures.
Oh, there's a dodgy texture.
I'm not entirely sure what I've done with that. I need to look into it.
Probably a hidden poly somewhere.
No,
Did you
it's,
link up the building shader and everything? Like
yeah, I think it's the way I'll just strip the textures off and put them back on again.
Oh, I did that.
The dodgy mirrors might be your graphics setting. Well,
I've got my mirrors on
so,
max. I'm not entirely sure what the issue is with those. But up here is sort of an abandoned old farm. An old shed where you could maybe stick a tedder or something in.
Yeah, the house is a bit drafty, isn't it? It's more like a summer location, that, isn't it?
And then
So
this
shut the window, it's bloody blowing in here.
this track leads up to the second little wooden bridge.
Have you made any yards yet?
I have not done any yards yet. I'm sort of, I don't want to say dreading, but I'm holding out for those. I want
Sort of
to
thing I'd like to do last.
get some good assets. Yeah, I'd like to do them live, but I just sort of haven't been in the live streaming mood. Doing
That's a
too much
steep hill.
talking in BC.
That's a steep hill there, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's where the river's stream's going to go.
Terrific, isn't it?
Yeah, so that little yard, I think the tractor will fit. Let's go and check. Yes. Everything's kind of really tight though. Got some nice bigger trees as well. I did scale the shed to fit a tractor, and it does.
Ooh, that's a squeeze.
Yeah, it's not meant for big equipment.
Yeah, I can't see you getting a big bud in there.
No. You wouldn't get a big bud over the bridge.
Well,
Talking of which,
we'd have
is
that
just
many
up to the
roads,
left here. So we got some signs, one of which is using, well, it's loaded the correct custom texture. That's what the font looks like.
I need to
Please
do that.
drive carefully. Cool.
Is this going to be a second village or something?
It's a very small little hamlet sort of thing. I saw quite a few of them on holiday.
Oh, so what, you having a sandwich?
No, it's on holiday. Like you'd go along a lane and there'd be like a little community of like 5 houses around a farm, I sort of wanted to emulate
They
that.
go to get good feet. Probably
So-
use them in that stream.
Got enough of Ian's bridge on the stream, I think. Nice amount of
There's it,
footage of that.
bridge.
So we got these
It's
little
very
houses,
pretty. Oh, I like it.
sort of big thick hedge. Yeah, I would like to I might see if I can. I think they will be private, wouldn't they? I was going to say maybe do a modded vehicle career save, whatever you call it, and attach the mods. But obviously they will be
Yeah,
private.
but
Wouldn't they?
you could do a suggested mods where you find mods people to use, and you could put suggested mods for this map, and then
Yeah.
put the list somewhere, and then do it that way, and then it's not like you're sharing anything that isn't yours.
So this is a little
The
village.
farm tractors would be quite good round here.
They would actually. That bridge does look good. It does. Do you like it, Ian? Is it good enough?
M8 expert.
I do love the terrain. You need that little bit of terrain change.
So you're looking for rent boys for that
Yeah.
one, then, are you?
Oh,
Yeah.
I love what you've done here, Adam.
It does. I'm really enjoying this. So
Yeah.
I want you to finish the entire map, man.
Love the detail.
No, honestly, I am. I like this to start the proper countryside. It's freaking brilliant.
It's gonna take ages though.
Only
It's really
won't.
not consider how much you've already done.
Yeah, you've only been working on it, 3 weeks, if that?
Yeah.
Well, it's
3
like
weeks
last
already?
week, wasn't it, you started this? No,
It was only about a week ago.
Yeah. Don't forget, you've only got to get enough done for the competition, then you can slow it down a bit. You won't have to do like 9 hours a day then.
Yeah, true.
So far behind.
Don't forget, like Sam says, the average map, a quality map, will take at least 6 months from start to finish and with testing, and some are more than that. Some are up to a year.
Oh, that still catches me out.
It's for 17.
It is for 17, yeah.
There we go, we've all said it now.
It's definitely not for 15, no. Ooh. I think I might just
You'll convert it to 15 for 20 grand.
drive down the river.
I'll do it for 10. Half price.
You're going to do it for a bag of Haribo. Oh, that's that special anti-gravity bridge. You can't go through there, you cannot go afford.
I just wanted to show off all the little details I've put along the river.
Oh, hang on,
Because I feel like they get easily missed.
See your wipers on.
Oh, that's quite deep.
Yeah, that's what she said. Oh, there's a boat. So you need some frogs for your lilies. Suppose there was no little frog mod yet.
I forgot to show off. I've gone and put some of the decals on the roads as well, the little patches and cracks and stuff.
Watch out for that rabbit. Oh, you've run out of water there.
Yeah, I haven't finished the water yet. It's quite a nice view.
You'd have to have a hose pipe the hose pipe down this side of the river, right?
More detail
More
is always better
always
than less.
better than less detail.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, this is really nice, Adam.
Thank you. Alright, now I want to buy the forage harvester just to width test everything.
Is the forage harvester completely done now?
Yeah,
Oh, nice.
unless anyone suggests any changes.
I've not seen it in game rather than the screenshot footage.
I saw it on the street at night when you showed it off.
No comment. Hopefully you don't drop the forage harvester over the top of all the previous Giants employees' graves. The savagery that was involved.
Alright, forage harvester. I think
Oh,
grass picker headers.
Red rings.
Yes.
Does it look good?
Of course it looks good.
Well, yeah. I've not seen an ace header yet. Well, of the screenshots.
It's well, I skinned it for the colour selection,
Oh, he's greedy.
but it's not as wide as the grass header. I want to width test this because obviously, you know, silage.
Gotta use it for a chance. So I'm watching one today.
Ooh. Let's go and test. I'm pretty sure the village is going to be okay.
Hmm.
I'm going to be jealous whoever gets to drive this when we do MP silage.
It's gonna be probably
Yelly or Tyre, isn't it?
Yes, unless we steal it off them.
That's about as tight as you want to be going through there.
Yeah. Well, you're not supposed to go through there, and it's just access at the moment.
Well, no, I mean generally most contractors' yards aren't, you know, graveyard generally. It's kind of a bit, you know, yeah, it's not very respectable the noise that they make. You know, they're quite quiet places as a rule. There's a hedge there. It's the big green thing you're driving. So you've been hanging around with crumb boys.
The big test is going to be the bridge.
Yeah, especially that wooden one. Wouldn't believe it'll fit.
Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, you got a compliment on your Jaguar from Jason.
Thank you very much.
No, it was Joku.
Joku.
Yeah, it's Jason.
No, it's not.
Oh, is it not? Oh,
Joku's not
got the
Jason.
same name. You only me.
Jason is Jadaka. Or
No, yeah, but that's my. It's just what you see family members, isn't it?
no, that's his initials.
It's just annoying.
It's close enough, I'd say.
Oh right, yeah. No, yeah, that is good.
See, it's anti-gravity as well. Look. Yeah, now try the wooden bridge.
Yeah, the wooden bridge is going to be the interesting bit.
Looks good on street. Oh. I'll let you guess who's put that in.
Yes. Ooh. Well, I'll let the stream catch up, but it's pretty tight up by the yard. It's alright this side of the house, but the other side of the house is where it gets interesting.
Yeah, that is a bit tight.
Cool. Jesus. Whoa, but you're going to be using white tyres for the tractors then?
This is the wide tyre setup. I wanted to test this.
Chuffing in there, yeah. I think you might want to go a couple of feet on either side, really. The walk could be moved back a smidge.
No, it's perfect width. That is perfect width.
You said you won't be running doubles.
No.
You'll have to get one of the what's it, trailers so you can put them on in the field.
It's tight again up here. This bridge is a bit wide because it's on the corner. Yeah, I was reading comments. Distracted.
Yeah, so you knocked a massive chunk out of it now. Vandals. Maniac.
Oh. I do love this little hamlet up here.
It's really nice idea.
You ain't got your wombles on either. It's dangerous driving now.
Oh, sorry. I'll put them on now,
Yeah.
on the way back. Although you can see them from in cab, so they're a bit annoying.
Cool, blimey. You do a handbrake turn or something?
Something like that.
That's shocking. Oh, where's the wooden bridge? Come on.
I'm just going down the track towards it.
Proper squeeze that is.
Well, this whole track on the way down to it should be pretty tight.
Yeah, but at least you got edges. You know, the bushes aren't right level with the road.
Yeah,
so
but the
there's
header
that
collision
bridge
gets
isn't
stuck in hedges, doesn't it?
You're going to get round there. Cool, just cool. That's just squeeze.
I found a bit which is even tighter.
I think round these fields you might possibly use in the pull behind forage wagon as opposed to the big self-propelled one.
Nah, you gotta do the whole map with this thing.
Yeah, you wait for it to put the mace header on it. Be a different story there, and that thing's well wide. On the paintwork. Just varnish that today, that bit. It's just lack of respect is disgusting, to be honest.
Oh, the wooden bridge. The wooden bridge.
And it wouldn't fit.
It won't fit.
That's it. I told you, didn't I? I said it wouldn't fit. You're gonna have to scale it, lad. It's more like Postman Patch Village, this bit. Really narrow. Yeah, you can see just looking, they ain't gonna go down there. Yeah, good luck with that. Basically, you're right as long as you don't grow silage or anything on the other side of the map.
Oh, I've got an idea.
I've got an idea, yeah.
No.
Because I should imagine all the contractors do that with, like an 80 grand header, just sort of get up on the railings.
Oh, yeah. Not the side of the bridge and carry.
Yeah, that's it, yeah. And let's face it, that bridge probably wouldn't even take the weight of that in the first place. Probably
No.
like a 2-ton maximum on that bridge.
Only criminal damage you get caught.
Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah, I think that needs scaling for equipment like that.
Oh, well, it won't even
I think
fit
you'd actually
without
struggle
the
to get the pull behind one down there as well, because that sticks out towards the side as you're driving down the road, doesn't it?
Yeah,
So you might even have an issue with that, Adam.
that's a good point actually. Anyway, let's buy a bigger tractor and maybe not that. Maybe not that big.
Go for a big bug with triples on it. Just drive over it. So I'm rednecking, baby. I've noticed your hedges aren't environmentally friendly ones either.
What's that supposed to mean?
I haven't got the special Wayne Gates built into them.
Wayne Gates. And then we'll go with a big trailer. What was it? The BC20. It was BC32 was too big, wasn't it? So if we go for the 25, let's try that. Let's try the 25.
I see you've placed the pallet hall already on here.
No, that's carryover from the other map, actually. Completely. Yeah, from the base map. It's obviously in the standard XML. I didn't even think about that actually. Where is? Oh, it must be under the map.
That was a thingy bob. That makes my life a bit easier then, because I've added it to thingy bob, so all I have to do is adjust the coordinates. Sweet. Thank you, Sam. Yeah, he's got to think what fixes that, by the way, Adam.
Yeah, place a cube.
The scroll bar thing. He's not releasing it though until he's hit 50 bags of Haribo apparently.
50 bags of Haribo.
Why don't you scale a cube to the header and replicate? Well, yeah, in the bridge, yeah.
I would do that.
Buy a Marston, we'll fix it.
Alright, let's test these terms.
That's no joke about the Haribos, by the way.
I do like this John Deere. I think it's very hard not to
I know
like
about
it.
the Marston. That was no joke, apparently. I'm confused now, the old age.
Yeah, which Marston?
Don't know.
The mast.
This map is giving me Shamrock vibes. Can't think what that is.
Yeah, I wonder why that is. Run away and hide. It shouldn't give you too many Shamrock vibes, I don't think. Shamrock's very different. Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, from the building's appearance, you could argue, but then the thing is, they also look Englishy buildings anyway, but yeah.
I've already tested everything to the left of the map. Fix. I haven't downloaded it,
Well,
Fix.
look fast, it goes from one thing to the other. Now he don't like movies, now he loves John Deere's, it's just all going wrong. Nobody
Oh,
loves
it will
John
fix
Deere's.
the configs. Well, I got my shaders on.
There's only one colour greenish on your farm, and that's class. I mean, it says it in the name, it's just
Whoa.
class.
I do not have my shaders on.
Class and brilliant.
Yeah, but they're class, that's what it says, class. See? It says it all in the name.
Built
See,
on
where's
top
John
of
Deere's?
Shamrock.
Oh dear, it's broken down, see?
It's it's not built on top of Shamrock, but it uses a lot of buildings. Oh, most of the buildings I've placed so far have been off Shamrock.
It's Shamrock 2.0.
But I have
Yeah.
got buildings from the west
It's
coast as
Shamrock
well.
potato. Potato. It's Shamrock, but with nice weather. It's not an island where it rains all the time.
What is happening here? I think my PC's
But
doing
yeah,
something
no,
in the
it's on,
background.
Sam's starter map. There's the bugs.
Oh, it might be Steam. It's very near the pre-install on F1 2020. That might be it.
No, I was going to say it's getting like, whoa, 17 FPS, damn.
I don't really know why that's happened. It's fine, isn't it?
Kit. I did tell you to turn off PH before you came on here.
Ooh.
You can't have that running in the background.
Most of these corners are doable.
That was Ian going, by the way.
Oh.
He did say he was going to be back in a bit.
Isn't pH the measurement for whether something's acid or alkaline?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
also stands for something else.
pH scale. Yeah, that's not what. It's not what we meant though.
That's why I said it was pH.
So you don't think Adam's doing his scientific work in the background?
No. Not unless it's something to do with biology anyway. And he's doing geography, so I can't think why he'd be doing biology.
You'd be surprised.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, rocks have got rough sex, I suppose, otherwise our baby rocks born. You know, where did they come from?
Oh yes, it's in. It's in.
See, no one still manages to answer my question. I'd like to know what the very first person that was milking a cow actually thought they was doing.
I'm assuming they must observe small cows drinking from underneath bigger cows, so... Unless there's some very weird sort of father and son moments going on, then...
Well, it depends where part of the country you go. You got an offer. So I love it up there.
Oh, that's easy.
Very narrow, these entrances, I must admit.
It's gotta be narrow, otherwise it's boring.
Well, yeah, I mean, generally you wouldn't probably be going through the fields with a 30-foot trailer stuck to the back of your tractor, to be honest.
This is only 25, so...
Yeah.
I knew the 32 wouldn't fit. There's no way the 32 would fit.
I don't think the shed's long enough.
It's not.
Should be parked on the road. No, not Nicky, you're the only one on it.
Oh, I forgot this one too. Ooh. Nice. Straight across. Let's go around here.
Yeah, you're kind of lucky really because the trailer's exactly the same width as the back of the tractor, so wherever that fits, the trailer's going to.
Yeah, it's all
got to
about
do it on an
the
angle.
turning though, isn't it?
Mate, you should try it with one of those thingy trailers, having what we have for doing the silage harvest with the rear steering.
Oh, please.
And how many times have we get stuck on a fence punching it something? You have to basically learn how to drive, it's madness.
Oh, that's nice and tight, I like that.
Ooh, swing out wide, swing out wide. That's it.
Can we go down a range here, please? Come on, gearbox.
Now we need to figure out whether the little pull behind forage harvester works.
That'll be my next test, yes. Because that it doesn't fully follow, does it?
No.
No.
That's what my concern is.
Is there anything else nice and wide I should test?
No, no problem. Can't think of anything. Oh, well, not you really do use it, but you've got the loggers and stuff. But I can't think why you'd use anything like that around here. To be honest, not enough trees anyway. That's
All the field gates are doable. Alright, so all the field access is tested with a trailer. Ooh. Easy.
easy peasy, just living 3D. You might definitely want to scale that up a smidgen. So what you want to do is take the widest vehicle and do it, so do yourself a cube and then scale the bridge to fit the cube.
We'll get some fat rims on this Ford and we'll buy the, what was it, Trailed Forage Harvester.
Yeah. Yeah, the Lely or Lely, however you pronounce it. Or was it Pottinger, that one? I know one of them. I know one, it says to me, you got the grass one and the other one, one's Lely and one's Pottinger.
Oh yes, a combine. I didn't even think about testing a combine.
Lely and Pottinger are the same company?
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
Well, you could try out the TX65 or
Yeah.
64 or whatever. That's the best thing.
What is this gearbox?
I don't think you're going to get that down the bridge. You got no chance. Oh dear, I'll be surprised if you can get it over the Ian's bridge, to be honest.
Alright, it's over the first one. That's the widest one there.
Have you got it folded up? Yeah, you have. Oh, yeah, I think you might just squeeze it down here. Cool, yeah, just. That ain't going over that wooden bridge, is it? Because that's quite a bit wider than the tractor. The thing is, I definitely can't see you getting any harvester down there.
Oh.
I could just outfit the Dominator that I'm trying last night around the bottom pitch.
Combine is a very good idea to test. I do very much like driving up this hill.
Don't blame you.
Oh, it's tight, but doable.
Whereabouts are you?
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant. The little bridge into the hamlet.
See, I'll tell you what it gives me vibes for, the Hobbit movies.
Hobbit?
It's like that old classic, it's like classic England but with modern houses. Yeah, it's like the Hobbit movie type sort of, where it's all laid out. Yeah, if you put little round houses everywhere, it'd be perfect. It's been bugging me since I looked at it, it's like it reminds me of something, I just couldn't think what it was, now I know.
Down a few gears.
Can you get over the wooden bridge?
Can I get around the corner to the field first? Can you get a gearbox to work? I need my gearbox held up as a neutral. There we go. That also only just fits. Ooh. Come on, wooden bridge. Come on. Oh. Let's realign.
I don't think she's going to fit. Told you.
Come on.
I'll take that. Take that as a yes. It's not that far.
Oh, wow. Jesus, that's tight.
It's stuck.
Oh dear. Yeah, you're pretty hard enough. I've got a job for you, Ian. You want to make a new, wants a new wooden bridge.
I've wedged it.
Add another 6 feet either side of it.
Proper wedged. It's not going anywhere.
He's nerfed it, look. Oh dear.
I'm gonna have to use the other one to test. The combine. Alright, let's go with
Jesus, she ain't chuching anyway.
I'll go with the car. Where's the case? There we go. And then headers. So the 18 foot? Yeah. That one. And then header trailer.
Not sure why your audio lags behind your visual.
Because we're in VC.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be why.
We're talking directly to each other, but the stream's behind.
Something's not right here somewhere. Like, normally it matches up. It's like, freaking hell's he done here? This ain't happening.
Ooh.
I wouldn't even consider it. You're going to get stuck down half the lanes, and I don't think you're going to get the harvester over the bridge.
Well, don't know how wide it is. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make it just a little bit wider.
Or any harvesting.
Yeah.
Just sit on the back and look at it.
Yeah, basically just have like a single lawnmower, and you probably won't even get the baler across there either. So you can cut the grass. And
The baler will fit.
Well, you might be able to get a forage trailer across, perhaps if you're lucky. You can get one of the dinky ones.
Oh, that drawbar. I didn't realise how low that drawbar was.
Yeah, if you get the classic stuff, you might be able to squeeze that over there. But yeah, other than that, it's logging.
Forget that the trails John Deere combine.
Straight over the stone bridge, no issues. No issues. Alright, I'm gonna have to go. Got my dinners ready.
Yeah, someone shouting.
I know.
Grounded.
Nah. I wasn't told it was on the way, but it's about time. Let's just test this stone bit here. Oh yeah, it's easy. Now. Alright.